Hello, I am Desto24, and welcome back to Reverses, a versus show between two characters based on research to see who will win a fight. Today's episode is between two pretty much retired fighters from their years of young, now pretty much maybe old for now. But in this case, they're strong and depend on their universe at least. In the left is three-time championship winner boxer Lil Mac up against Videl, the daughter of Hercules Satan. Now for this fight, I am going moves from their visual games, but what I am not going to be doing is the feats from the Giant Ball games as well for Videl, because in my terms and team I'm fair, so the first take a bit we're using the moves. With that said, let's begin. Alright, to start off with this analysis, let's start with the champ, Lil Mac. Lil Mac is from Brooklyn, New York. All his life, he actually been interested in joining up into the World Video Boxing Association, which to put it simply, the boxing ring. Pretty much the fact that they accept new upcomers rather be rookies to up against the champs, higher and higher. In fact, he was pretty much interested in becoming part of this one. And not only that, it also led to a long history of rookie boxers. So the only way to do that, he had to travel in New York and found John Doc Lewis, a former heavyweight champion in his own right, that retired and now he actually challenges. And also somehow make comments of every boxer that he sees. With that said, with Doc's advice as well as teachings, Lil Mac pretty much got his way to the World Video Boxing Association. In other words, boxing circuits, and proving he can able to get on the top with the best of the best. But simply, he got pretty much stronger. As for Videl, well, her origin is a bit interesting. Well, by that I mean it's a little bit short. With that said, she is pretty much grown up in 1956, has both been a part of the few junior division team and won tournaments of it. Considering the fact she is the daughter of Hercules Satan, the guy who is champion of the world and defeated the powerful cell, and basically over the oh, I'm sorry, I could make a great face. Of course, the Hercules lost, but basically now, it's one little lie based up there. Okay, but in all seriousness, Videl hear word about the Golden Warrior in a few filler episodes. She found out the Golden Warrior and the Great Saiyaman is named Son Gohan, aka the son of Goku. She pretty much blackmailed Gohan to join the team. Well, by that I mean tournament. And in order to do that, she must blackmail him and taught her with what Gohan been training. Pretty much blackmail can get you anywhere. Anyone? Okay, but with that being said, what they can do. Well, for starters, for Lil Mac, he's a skilled boxer and pretty much learned a knowledge of boxing skills, thanks to the training from Doc Lewis. With his boxing skills, he is much more swift and agile, and mostly focused on speed over power. He mostly relies on jabs, hooks, and feints, and even uppercuts. And thanks to the boxer, he can able to guard himself in any attacks or even block attacks at least, usually his face and body. And that's pretty much saying. That's his smash. He got some free techniques such as straight long, the joy haymaker, and the rising uppercut. But his most impressive one, even to canon game, is gonna be the star punch. If all three stars are aligned, Lil Mac can perform this punch. This one is pretty much deals a lot of damage. Instantly KO an opponent so hard, it pretty much knocked them down to their knees. Wait, does that break? Yeah, with that being said, with this technique, he pretty much won 3 times he pretty much won in each boxing match at least. And for Videl, she pretty much got skill in some training, especially from her childhood days to her martial arts to the training of Gohan. That said, she's a skilled fighter. as shown in both the anime and bit of the game, even though I'm not calling the game feats. With that said, she is a capable fighter and even was able to kick a pretty much a punchy bag. And since she was trained for Gohan, she was able to fly, well, mainly levitate. And since we are consistent with the game moves that we are using, so basically now we're probably gonna use that to make it fair in the anime mixed with it. She able to learn some few techniques, including the dynamite kick from her father, and plus, thanks to her fighting skills, she got to the top, well, before she was eliminated in the Book Saga, but that's run out of time, and we'll talk about that later on. With that said, both commands are pretty skilled, right? Skill, yes, but perfect fighters, not really. Mac may be a tough guy, but really, he also his biggest flaws. If he take too much damage from his opponent, he'll mostly go instant KO. And that's saying much because his health is pretty low. And knowing that, while his sword punches is powerful, he can easily lose them if he misses an opportunity. Even though he can rely on speed, but his most weakness is power, so you have to be quick on that. With that said, that led him to become a retirement 3 times, and pretty much say so. Yeah, Mac have a long history of sponsoring a lot of people, especially a Russian with drugs. No, not Rainbow, but anyways, for Videl, she has some big flaws. Mainly due to her short temper as a teenager, she pretty much gets short temper in time of fight, especially on opponents. Want proof? Well, let's take back from Buu Saga. During the time of another martial arts tournament in the Tribal Universe, she was up against a Majin Princess Spokovich. However, even though she does possess new training, she instantly almost get killed, tortured, or even perhaps maybe bit her head right off by that guy. And that's pretty much because most of her attacks is most of the time I do not mention, mostly use up ki in basically British way, and basically enough lets her get her retired. Also worth mentioning that led to getting her perfect path. That led to GT, and that's not a story, at least a lot. But even though these two have flaws, they are definitely skilled fighters at best. Mike is definitely a skilled boxer, while Videl is a skilled fighter. So basically now, these two have their own strength and their own will, independent on tournament. But this battle between who could get the belt, the championship. And the winner is tough, but I had to go to Little Mac. Oh boy, this is gotta be painful, isn't it? Look, I know there's gotta be a lot of complaints about why the Videl didn't win this one. Look, for starters, I did include that I am putting in some video game movesets on this episode, cause let's be honest here, Videl on her own have less of a techniques or even skills compared to anime to down against Little Mac. So I did include that, but not the game beats. With that said, Little Mac still gets the win with good reasons. But for starters, let's get to the good things about her first. About Videl. That being said, she's definitely got the 3-3. And no, not because she get able to fly. It's that she get able to be skilled to her father, Hercule Satan, who get able to dodge a bullet, well, to be precise, the 9mm bullet, which go up around 390 milliseconds. And not like that, she is a high combat intelligence skills with comes to ease. With all that above, she pretty much got this in the bag. However, even then, Little Mac just pretty much stomped Videl at the end. For starters, the lifting strength and the striking strength. While admittedly, while Videl is capable of can be skilled to her father, which he managed to rip out 3 phone books and especially Charlie tire block, but I can just simply skill Little Mac to other characters like Sen Hoto, who get able to run a bullet train, or even Don Fernando, who get able to punch a bull so hard it's worth of 18.167 tons of force. That is a impressive feat that neither I could say. And plus knowing that, Black is capable of surviving his on his own. Hell, even then, he managed to outsmart and outwit some fighters who could be outsmarted or even smarter than Mac, like Sandman, who is capable to even destroying a building, or a somewhat, I forgot his name was it was a Indian boxer who was able to create clones. And that being said, he was able to learn all the 4 elements of Earth, and basically now he still lose. Little bit that we know how he managed to do. While Videl does however fights, but mostly towards comic kernels. In fact, the only time that she was able to face off was a property possessed Spogovich. But even then, she still loses to him because even though she is capable of fighting him, defeating him is not that easy. So yeah, even with featuring the game, signature attacks and special techniques, it isn't actually quite enough to beat Lil Mac, because Mac had shown that he was able to keep up with characters like Mr. Sandman and Don Homoko, especially some tougher folks who get able to drink soda with steroids for some reason. No, seriously, one of the characters who drinks soda with steroids. I think that's pretty much illegal. But as I said, even though Videl may have got her wins in her own universe, but Lil Mac definitely got the championship on the bag. In the end, it was Punch Out for Videl. The winner of this episode is Little Mac!
Get ready for the next battle.